Hello, dear students. Hope you are doing well. Today it's our lecture number 10, and in this lecture, we will learn about the for loop. So far, we have learned about the while loop, where I showed you the syntax of a while loop, and also we have done various programs using while loop. Now, here in this lecture number 10, we will learn about this for loop. So first of all, here is the syntax of a for loop. We use the keyword for, and here I is the variable through which we will iterate. We use here the keyword range, which specifies the range up to which we want to run this loop, and then I have written here the print statement. Now here for loop is used if you want to iterate over a sequence, like we have listed, tuple or range, etc. Let me show you this through an example. I will create a file here. I will name it as loops2.py. So first of all, I will tell you that in my previous lecture we discussed about the while loops. While I was discussing about the while loop, I told you that in a loop there are three things. One is initialization, and second one is condition checking, and third one is increment or decrement. I will first correct this. So here I will show you here now how these things exist in a for loop. Now first of all, I will write for, then I will use a variable. Let us suppose I will name this as I in, then I will write in q. I will use the word in. I will specify a range here. I will say up to 5. Then I will say print. I will say I here. Now when I run this program, it will print 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But here, where is the initialization, where is the condition checking, and where is the increment or decrement? We have not seen this thing anywhere where I have written this. You should remember that in a for loop, the range function, we specify these three things. First of all, first one is range. When I don't specify the initialization, it will automatically start the loop from 0. Now if I want the loop to be started from 1, I will type here 1 comma. So this is here initialization, and this is your condition checking, up to what value you want to run your loop. Let us suppose I will say up to 10. And where is the increment? If you don't specify the increment, it will automatically do the increment. Now if you check, when I executed this program, I will execute this program without only specifying the condition up to which the loop has to run. It will automatically start from 0. You can check, it starts from 0. Now I want the loop to be started from 2. Then I will have to write the first argument, that is 2. When I will run this program, you can check my loop starts from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I write here, let us suppose I will write here 1. I will first come here. You can check, now the loop starts from 1 here. If you don't specify the initialization, it will automatically take what value? It will automatically start from 0. And the third one was increment or decrement. Here, where do we specify the increment or decrement? We specify it here. Let us suppose I will start my loop. I want to print only even numbers, just like you have seen in the while loop. I will write 2. This will be the initialization. This will be the condition up to which the loop will execute. I will write here 2. Then what will it do? It will do the increment 2 times. So first it will print 2, then 4, then 6, then 8. You can check 2, 4, 6 and 8. Why it did not print 10? Because it checks the value that are less than 10. If you want to specify I want to print up to 10, then I have to write here 11. You should remember this thing, otherwise this will create a confusion for you. So this is how we specify a range in a for loop. Now suppose I want to do the reverse of this thing. What I want it to start from 10 and print up to 2. Then at that time I will start here from 10, and go up to 0. Now here we don't have to do the increment. What we have to do here? We have to do the decrement. So I will specify -2. When I will run this program, you can check here 10, 8, 6, 4 and 2. It got displayed. So here we have seen the 3 conditions in a loop, that is the initialization, condition checking and increment or decrement. So this was all about the syntax of a for loop. Now we can also use loop with else. It's the same, just like we have seen in if statement. When the condition satisfied, the statement under the if got executed, and when the condition was not satisfied, then the control would have automatically shifted to else part. Same case exists here. The else block executes when the loop normally ends. I will give you an example here like this. Else, I will say loop finished. Now when I will run this program, you can check here 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and after that what is the value in I? It's 0. So it goes to else part, and here it prints loop finished. So this was about the for else loop. So we have seen, firstly we have only seen for, and then we have also seen for else loop. Now using the break statement in a loop, you have seen this thing also in while loop. Now I will show you here also how to use a break statement. If I want the numbers to be printed, for example I have given a range here. I will write for I in range, I will write 10. Then I will say if when the value of I reaches to say 5, then break. I will write here print I. You can check here when the value of I reaches to 5, what will it do? It will execute the break statement. What I have shown you in while also. What does the break statement do? It will get you out of the loop. I will print another statement here, print out of the loop. Now I will run this program. You can check 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. When it encountered the statement I is equal to 5, then what it did? It got out of the loop. The statement after it were not executed. So even if you specify a range, a condition here up to what condition the loop should run, but you can get out of that also using the break statement. If you want to reach a certain condition, after that you want to get out of the loop in the middle, then you can use the break statement. Similarly, we have the continue statement. I have also shown you that in um, while loop also. Here is the continue statement. What will the continue statement do? It will not print the value of 5. Why? Because when it encounters continue, it does not get out of the loop, but the statement after the continue won't be executed. You can see all the values from 0 to 9 will be printed except 5. If you check it, this here you can see 0 1 2 3 4 5 is not printed here. Why? Because when it encountered the statement, when the value of I is equal to 5, then what it will do, it will do continue. It will go at the start of this condition checking, and the statement after it won't be executed. So this was about the continue statement. Now we will do the same programs. This is here skipping iterations using the continue. If you want to skip some iteration, then you can use this. Now we will go to our program section. We will do the same thing using now for loop. Write a program to print multiplication of a given number using, here we have done it using while loop. Now we will do it using for loop. So how we will do it, let me show you. So this will be our program number 1. We will take a number from the user. Number is equal to input, enter the number. Now I will have to first convert this into integer. Then what I have to do, I have to print the table of the number, multiplication table. So I will start here from I in range. Now here I don't want to start from 0, so I will specify here 1, up to which I will say 11, and here I will write the statement print. I will use the f string here. F string, there it is num into, I will write here into I. It works the same just as we have seen in while loop. I will write num into I. So why it is coming like this? If I run my program, enter the number, I will say 5. F string, I have closed the user the F string here. Sorry, what I have done wrong here. I have to write F string here. Now I will write 5. You can see I am getting the table of 5. It works similarly. Now here I will tell you, if I write here 10, what will it do? Because it checks only from the value here is less than 10, so here it will print the table up to 9 only. I will say here 6 9s are 54. 10 was not executed here. And similarly, if I don't specify the range here, the initialization value, it will automatically start from 0. So here you can see 6, enter the number, I will say 6. You can see it started from 0. So if you want to start from 1, then you have to mention 1 here. Now let us suppose I want, you have seen I have entered the number and it gave me the result 6 into 1, 6 into 2, 6 into 3. Now if I want to print it in the reverse order, what it means here, I want to start from 6 into 10, 6 into 9, 6 into 8. How I can achieve that? That thing I can do here. I will say start from 10, then what will be the value here? Think about it. It will be 0. and then what will do, I will do the decrement. Now when I run my program, you can check. If I write here 8, it starts from 8 tens are, because I have initialized the value from 10, and here it will do step by step decrement. 8 nines are 72, 8 8 is a 64, and up to 8 into 1, and the answer comes to be, and at last you can see the statement here written is 8 cross 1, and that is equal to 8. So this was our program number first. Now moving on to our next program, write a program to greet all the person names stored in a list and which ends with if. We have seen this thing also in loops, while loops. Now we will see this in for loop. So I will write here program 2. I will create a lists here is equal to, I will name Asif, I will say Adil, I will say Arif, I will say Sameer. Now in while loop, if you remember, I had to calculate the length, but here I don't have to calculate the length. I will simply write here for x in lists. I will show you firstly how to print a list in this. I will say print x. So if the things are in a sequence, it's better to use for loop in those cases. Why? Because you don't have to worry about the increment, the condition. It will automatically run up to the value. You can check here, it printed it like this: Asif, Adil, Arif and Sameer. Here I don't have, just like in while loop you have seen, I had to first calculate the length of this list, then I have to do the conditioning up to the length. Here I don't have to calculate the length. Everything it did automatically. There was no involvement. Now if I want to write a condition, if lists of x dot ends with, if lists of x, here I will print if. Here I don't have to use the index. I will simply write if x dot ends with, with what? I will say if, then print that. I will keep this print statement inside this. So what will it print? It will print Asif and Arif. Why? This is because these strings end with if. Now if you remember, in while loop I had to write the name of the string like this. I had to write lists, and then I had to write the index here. The same way I started to looking in this loop, but here you have this flexibility because in x you get directly the item. So this was about how to access a list using for loop. Now similarly, if you want to calculate, we will do another program. If you want to calculate the factorial of a given number, this I have given you an assignment. Write a program to find the sum of first n natural numbers using while loop. You should also try, and using for loop you should also try. We have seen how to calculate a given prime number. You can also check this using the for loop. Now I will show you this program how to calculate the factorial of a given number using for loop. So I will write here program 3. What I have to do, I have to calculate the factorial of a number. Firstly, I will take the number from the user. So instead of writing, I will simply copy this. Now I have copied this. What my next step is, it is to calculate the factorial. I will declare a variable here. I will name that as factorial is equal to, I will initialize the variable with the value of 1. Now I will write here for I in range, the value of I should start from 1. Right here for I in range 1 and up to the number that I have entered, but I have to enter plus 1 because otherwise it will take up to less than num. Yeah, means if I entered 5, it will calculate the value up to 4 only. So what I have to do next, I will write here the statement f is equal to f into I, and here I will print factorial of number is equal to, I will say, factorial. Now when I will run this program, you can check here. If I enter here 5, you can check f is not, sorry, I had to write here factorial is equal, because most of the time I use f, that is why it has given me this error, factorial into I. So if I enter here 5, the value of factorial of number comes out to be 120. Now I will show you the value of factorial one by one. Here you can check. I will write here factorial. When I will run this program, suppose I entered 5 here, you can check starting. Initially it will be factorial, the value inside the factorial is 1 into 1, it will come out as 1. Then the value of I is incremented to 2. What is the value in factorial? It's now 1. So 1 into 2, it comes out to be 2. Now the value stored in factorial is 2. Now I increments, what will be the value of I? It will be 3. The value in factorial is 2. 3 into 2 is 6. You can see the 6 here. Now the value in factorial is 6. It is multiplied by which a value I increments to 4. 6 4s are 24. So 24 comes out here. Now after incrementing from 24, what will be the value of I now? It will come out to be 5. So 5 into 24, it comes out to be 120. So this was about the factorial of a number. Now moving on to our program number 4. In our program number 4, I will write a program to calculate the sum of the digits of a number. How to calculate the sum of the digits of a number? So I will show you first what we have to do. Suppose I entered 1 2 3, I should get the answer as 6. Now how I can do this? I will show you using the while loop. We will do this program using the while loop. So I will take first a number from the user, Control C, will name it as Control V here. Then after taking a number from the user, what I will do, I will use the while. I will declare first a variable sum that will store the sum. Sum is equal to 0. I will initialize. You should remember that if you have to calculate the sum in a loop, that time you should use initialize the variable to 0, while as if you have to multiply, that time you have to initialize the value with 1. Why so? Because when you will multiply a variable, suppose I initialized the factorial here with the value 0, then all the value of I, that are coming, it will be multiplied with 0 and it will come out as 0 answer. Now here in case of sum, if I don't initialize it, automatically it will have the value of some garbage value, or it will have the value of 1, and that one will be added in our sum variable. I will show you that also. Now suppose while I will write here, while num is greater than 0, while num is greater than 0, what I will do, I will say a is equal to num mod of 10. Then what I will do here, I will say sum plus is equal to a. Then I will write num is equal to num divided by 10 in order to get the integer value. Now when I will print this, sum of numbers is equal to, I will say is equal to, I will write here sum. Now when I will run this program, you can check here, enter the number, I will say 5. The answer comes out to be I had forgotten to comment this. I will say 5. Sum of numbers is 5. I will run this program once again. If I write here 1 2 3, the answer, why is it not taking? I have not saved this yet. Let me save it first. Control S. Will run this. Why is it not working? Enter the number. I will say 1 2 3. The answer comes out to be 6. Similarly, if I write here 56, the answer comes out to be 11. So this was about our program that will calculate the sum of the digits of a number. Now here we have another program here that was actually an assignment for you, but I will firstly make you show how to write this code, so that the second program that I have written here, the star pattern, you can do it easily. Write a program to print the following star pattern. So I will use for loop for this. How I will do this, I will show you. Program number 5. So I will write here for I in a range. Let us suppose I want to print it up to 5 lines. It will be 4 lines. I will write here print. What it will print, I will say print star into. Here I have to, using the into operator, it will print it how many times you want to print it. I will write here I plus 1. Initially the value of I will be 0. 0 plus 1 will be 1, so it will be printed once here. Then it will be printed twice because I plus 1 is 2. Then I will be incremented. It will be 2. 2 plus 1 will be 3. And similarly 3 plus 1, 4. And 4 plus 1, 5. You can check it here. Firstly it was printed once, then twice, because this time the value of I is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Now the value of I is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. And here the value of I is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So it is printed 5 times here. Now we also have another concept here, that is the concept of nested loops. A loop inside a loop. So I will show you a nested loop here. I will say concept of nested loop. I have for I in the range, I will say 5. As you know that if I print I, what will it do? It will print the numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if I want to print 0 comma 0, 0 comma 1, just like you have seen in matrices, for that purpose we will use nested loop. How is a nested loop written? A nested loop is a loop that's written inside a loop, just like I have written print inside the body of for loop. Similarly, inside the body of this for loop, I will write another for loop. I will write for j in range, I will say up to 4, print I comma j. When I will run this program, you can see here what I am getting. Initially the value of I is 0, so it will print 0 here. Now it comes under this nested loop. What it does here, for j in range 4, that way this loop will be executed up to 4 times, starting from 0, 1, 2 and 3. It will print, I have written here, I should have written here I comma j. I will run this once again in order to show you. So print I, it prints 0. Now for j in range 4, what is the value of I? It's 0. What is the value of j? It's 0. Now it doesn't get out of the loop. It first has to loop in, it has to first complete this loop. What is the value inside j? It is 0. Now it will be incremented, but the value of I is same. It will be 0, 1, then it will be 0, 2, then it will be 0, 3, and then the value of I is incremented here. It will come out to be 1. Then after, you can see it comes under this nested loop. I comma j, what is the value of I now? It is 1, but the value of j is 0. So here it will print I comma 1 comma 0, then 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, and when the value of j reaches to 4, it will get out of this loop and will come in the outer loop. So this is how a nested loop works inside a loop. So looping through a list is, I have already shown you how you can loop through a list. So loops help in automation and repetition. For loops are used for iterating over sequences, while loops run based on conditions. Control statements break, comma, continue, modify loop behavior. If you want to get out of the loop in the middle, then you can use the break statement, and you can use the continue statement when, if you want at a particular condition, the statement not to few statements not to be executed, then you can use the continue statement that I have shown you practically. I hope you understood these topics very well, but remember, you should do the practice of all these programs, because these are your basic building logic programs through which you can learn. Otherwise, simply copying me and doing the programs, that won't work unless and until you solve the problems by yourself. So this was all about the loops in Python. We have studied about the while loop, we have studied about the for loop, for else loop, we have studied about break statements, we have studied about these continue statements. Now our next topic, that is our lecture number 11, will be on functions. How to use functions in a program, and these functions are the main building blocks of our Python programming. And also we will learn about a new topic that is known as recursion. In a recursion, a function calls itself, but how it calls, how it works, I will let you explain this line by line and bit by bit in my next upcoming lectures. So thank you very much.